So I deliberately made a point of not necessarily weighing in on this whole Kanye situation, for a reason. I think mainly because a lot of the responses that at least I see are beside the point. But I did want to touch up on something because I feel like one response particularly needs to be addressed, and I'm not the first person to do it without a shadow of a doubt. But what I see is that this whole thing makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable for multiple different reasons. You saw it happen with Jesus. They used to say to him, "Hey, is this not the carpenter's son?" Because Jesus grew up as not one of the Pharisees in terms of his mindset or whatever, or the spirit he was operating in, but he grew up as a Jew. He was a Jew, and so when they heard him exerting authority, claiming to be God, when they heard him challenging them and speaking truth, they felt uncomfortable, and that's why it makes me laugh that the Bible describes them, or Jesus describes them, as vipers, like, because you can imagine them hissing, like they were like, "Man, who are you?" Like, and da. And I feel like as I said, we see the same thing with Paul. You can imagine people said, "Hey, is this not the guy who used to kill Christians, and now he's one of them?" Like, it doesn't make any sense. But people are saying exactly the same thing about Kanye. People are saying, "Hey, is this not the same guy who blasphemed? Is this not the same guy who said that he sold his soul to the devil?" And da. And you have the option in this situation. I know that response, you kind of have two directions. For me, when I hear Kanye speak, I listen to his music. I'm not really a big Kanye fan anyway. I listen to some of the old classics, but I listen to it just for the sake of it and just to see where I'm going. And when I listen to it, I feel convicted because I hear his boldness. I hear what he has to say, the things he talks about in terms of his family, the things he talks about in terms of men rising up, the thing he talks about in terms of leading his family, and all this sort of stuff. And I think, man, like, one, this is truth, and two, it makes me feel convicted. I'm thinking, man, like, this guy is doing everything that he can, at least on the surface. No, I mean, whatever. He's doing everything that he can, and being bold and all that sort of stuff. And it makes me think, man, I need to go harder for the kingdom. But you've got responses from other Christians. A lot of your favorite Christian rappers are bigging up Kanye and supporting him, but they aren't encouraging the rest of us. At the end of the day, Kanye is no better than you, and you're no better than Kanye, but we are we're operating for the same kingdom. We're all in the same family business. And so when you see, like, if you actually, you're involved in a family business and you see another member of your family really putting everything that he has into the business, you can either be bitter about it, or you can decide to do the same, and you can be like, man, it's time for me to do the same. I need to make sure that I'm working hard for the family business as well. And so, as I said, there are lots of people who are bigging up Kanye but aren't bigging up the rest of us. And like I said in my last video, like, regardless of what's going on with Kanye, you have a role to play as well. You have people to reach. You have an avenue that God has given you his spirit for, and wants to give you instruction and guidance on how to carry that out in your daily lives. And you may never meet with Kanye, but that doesn't mean that you don't have influence. That doesn't mean that just because you don't have his stage that your role isn't just as important. Paul talks about in Corinthians, he talks about the importance of different members of the body, regardless of whether it's cleaning in your church, or whether you're leading outreaches, or you're a pastor, or you're a pastor's wife. Like, no matter who you are, if you're in the cooking ministry, no matter what you're doing, you have a role to play, and no matter how small it is, it's important. And so, as I said, I'm from what I can see, I did say I wasn't going to weigh in, but from what I can see, it looks genuine. But either way, regardless of if it's not, it should convict you. It should make you feel some type of way. It should make you feel, man, I need to make sure that I'm doing more. I need to make sure that I'm playing my part for the kingdom, because at the end of the day, like, we're a family. Like, I may never meet the majority of people who watch this video or watch these videos, but that doesn't mean, like, we're fighting for the same cause. We're fighting for the souls of men. And so regardless of what's going on with him, this video is about you. This video is not about him. This video is about you. And regardless, as I said, of what's going on with him, when you, like I said in the last video, like, when you look at the celebrity climate in particular, like, I'm sure I just saw a post on Instagram about some, I think it was a basketballer giving his life to Christ. And so regardless of what you're seeing with him in particular, there's something going on, and God is definitely, without a shadow, without pouring out his spirit, and that should make you excited. That should make you want to work harder for the kingdom. And so don't focus on Kanye. Pray for him and get in the secret place and seek God for what he has for you, and make sure that you're inquiring of God on what it is, making sure that you're seeking the Spirit and asking for his guidance. As I said, whether it's looking after your home, whether it's tolerance with your kids, like, no matter what it is, no matter how small it looks, your role is important. And so make sure that you're doing your part, and don't worry so much about him. But yeah.